Hi yogis, this flow that we're getting ready to do was created out of one of my private clients' needs. And so I'm just linking our private session together into one yoga flow. And basically the intention and focus of this flow is to help strengthen the back, create length in the lumbar area, specifically strength in the rhomboids, the space between the shoulder blades, and also to create length and strength in the thighs and glutes. So with all of that in mind, just figure out for yourself when you're sitting in the centering pose what you need from this practice today. And let's get started. So we're going to begin on our back in supported bridge pose. So take one of the blocks. Come onto your spine, lift your hips up, and place the block right at the tip of your tailbone so that the block is closer to your heels than to your rib cage. Heel toe the feet out to the edges of the mat, and then let your knees hang heavy. Let your shoulders soften and relax. Palms facing up to allow openness across the collarbones. And breathe in and out through the nose. With each exhale, allow your knees to sink heavier. And let the back, the lower back and the belly kind of like just sink down like a hammock, lengthening the lower back. And inhale and exhale through the nose. And right here in this centering pose, allow yourself to observe and notice how the body feels so that you can set your intention for the practice today. After the next exhale, go ahead and pull the belly in to support the lower back. Lift the hips off the block and remove the block from underneath. Keep your feet out wide and then begin nice and slowly windshield wiping the knees. Exhaling to drop the knees to one side. Inhaling, knees to the center. Exhale, knees to the other side. Take your time, allowing the windshield wiping action to create length and space in the fronts of the hips and in the lower back. Great. Now center your heels to your hips. Same block that was underneath your tailbone, place it between the thighs. On the exhale, pull the pubic bone towards the navel so that you can feel the abdominals engage. And we'll do 5 lifts without changing the shape of your lower back. Inhale, lift up. The hip bones are leading the action, going straight up. Press firmly into the feet. Engage the hamstrings and the glutes. Inhale 2. Inhale 3. Remember to keep the lumbar spine long. Inhale 4. Shoulders are soft. And inhale 5. Great, now we're going to do one-legged hip lifts. So keep your knees leveled, keep squeezing the thighs into the blocks. Press the left heel firmly into the ground. Press the right heel firmly into the ground. Extend the left leg. Inhale, press up. Try to keep your hips leveled and also maintain the lengthening of the lumbar spine. 2, 3. Be aware that your shoulders aren't clenching, but that they stay relaxed on the ground. 4, 5. Lower the left leg, press the left heel firmly into the ground. Extend the right leg, make sure the knees are leveled. Engage the abdominals, lumbar spine long. Inhale, 1. Concentrating on the contraction of the left glute and left hamstring. Inhale, 3, 4, and 5. Lower the leg down, return to bridge pose. Remove the block from between the legs. Pull the knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around your shin. On the next exhale, take the forehead towards the knees. Breathe in and out, trying to make yourself as tight of a ball as you can. So you have the option here to roll to the side and come up to seated, or take your hands underneath your knees and begin rocking forward and backward until you come up into a seated pose. And then from seated, let's go ahead and meet in tabletop. Lining the shoulders up over the wrists. Lining the shoulders up over the wrists and the hips over the knees. We'll begin our wrist rolls. Making sure your hands are spread out, your fingers are spread out nice and wide. 5 circles clockwise. Making sure your hips stay static and it's your shoulders moving. Pause and let's go in the other direction. Great, now stretch the hips back to the heels. Child's pose, 3 breaths right here. Inhale, 2. And 3. On the next inhale, float yourself up to tabletop and then flip your fingers towards the knees. If doing both of them at the same time is too intense of a sensation, do one hand at a time. And then keep the palms of your hands pressing firmly into the ground as you stretch the hips towards the heels. Only go as far back as you're able to keep the palms of the hands planted. So you can stay right here or you can sway side to side. Nice, okay. Lean forward to release the pressure from the hands. And then we'll stretch back into child's pose one more time. 3 breaths. On the next inhale, float yourself back up into tabletop pose. Grab the blocks, place one block underneath each hand. And now let's step the right foot between the blocks. Let's come into runner's lunge. And in runner's lunge, make sure the right knee is directly over the ankle and you pull the tailbone down to create length and space across the left hip. 3 breaths here. If you need to, take the blocks to their higher level so your shoulders aren't rounding out, but your shoulders are back and away from the ears. Great. On the next exhale, pull the hips back, but keep the right foot forward. Flex the right toes. See that? Flex the right toes. Flat back. And contract the right thigh. The tighter your right quad contracts, the more space and stretch you create for the hamstring. Good. On the next inhale, slide the right knee over the ankle, and then we'll pull the leg back into tabletop pose. Now we'll do the left leg. On the inhale, press the left foot between the blocks. Again, the work of the left knee over the ankle. Pull the tailbone down, creating space in the right thigh. Bring the blocks up to their highest level so that you're not tempted to round out your shoulders. Give yourself a nice long flat back. One more breath. Good. On the next exhale, keep the left foot grounded into the mat as you pull the hips back. Hip over the right knee. Flex left toes, flat back. Contract the left quad to lengthen the left hamstring. Great. Now on the next inhale, walk your left knee back over your left ankle and then slide the left foot back. Come back into tabletop pose. So from tabletop, we are going to move into hero pose. So grab a block, place it between your ankles, and just to observe and notice where your range of motion is in your quads, start with 2 blocks stacked. Roll the calves out and then lower the tailbone to the block. Observe right here and notice, do you have a lot of space in the quads? If you don't feel any tension or pain in the knees, then you might be able to go down to a lower block. If you feel a lot of pulling, stay right here and allow the time and consistent practice to bring length into the quads. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and remove one of the blocks right here in hero pose. So we'll breathe in and out in hero pose, okay? Roll the shoulders back and down, pull the ribs in, nice long spine. Great, so now we're going to do some shoulder openers and heart openers in hero pose. I'm gonna face the front so that you can see what I'm doing with my arms. So right here in hero pose, we're going to inhale our arms up over our head and then open the arms out wide. Take the right hand and place it on top of the left hand behind you. Roll the shoulders back and down. Breathe in and out as you lift up through the sternum, but you pull the lower ribs in, creating a nice opening stretch across the fronts of the shoulders. Now I'm going to turn around so that you can see what my hands are doing from behind. So on the exhale, gently slide those hands down. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms out. This time, take the left arm over the right. Roll the shoulders back and down and breathe in and out. Release the stretch. Inhale, take the arms up and then arms down. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms out. Lower the fingertips to the back of your hips. Fingertips pointing towards the toes. Pull the pubic bone to the navel, slide the tailbone towards the knees. On the inhale, press up, roll shoulders back and down. Feel the opening across the hips and heart. Exhale, lower down, and we'll do that 2 more times. Keep the tailbone stretching towards the knees. Inhale, lift up, open hips and heart. Keep the chin pulled in, lower ribs pulled in. Exhale, lower down. Last time, inhale, reach it up. And then exhale, lower down. Great, walk yourself back up into hero pose. And then let's meet in tabletop. Remove the block from between the ankles and lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck the toes, press the tops of the feet into the ground, thumbs down by your lower ribs. Roll shoulders back and down and elbows pull in towards the center line. Pubic bone presses firmly into the ground. 3 rounds of baby cobra. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, keep the chin pulled into the neck. Long spine all the way through the back of the neck. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up baby cobra. Hold baby cobra. If you feel pinching in your lower back, push the pubic bone deeper into your mat. Now slide the left hand forward, shoulder over the elbow. Slide the right hand forward, shoulder over the elbow. Shoulders roll back and away from the ears, Sphinx pose. Press into your elbows to lift the ribs out of the hips. 3 breaths right here in Sphinx pose. 2 and 3. Now 3 rounds of cat-cow in Sphinx pose. Inhale, pull shoulders back. Exhale, round it out, cat. Inhale, pull shoulders back. Exhale, round it out, cat. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Hold cat pose, tuck toes under. Pull pubic bone into the navel, flex quads, push into the heels, forearm plank. Nice long spine, 2 and 3. Exhale, lower body down. Untuck toes. Inhale, open back up, Sphinx pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Toes tuck under, quads flex, push into the heels, press up, forearm plank. Exhale, lower thighs to the ground, untuck the toes, open across the collarbones, Sphinx. 3rd time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Toes tuck under, quads flex, pubic bone pulls into the navel, press up, forearm plank. On the exhale, lower thighs to the ground, untuck the toes, roll shoulders back, press into the elbows, Sphinx. And then slowly lower down. Gaze is over the left shoulder. Allow the spine to relax and soften. On the next inhale, lift the head and then take the gaze over to the right shoulder and relax again. Nice. Let's go ahead and place our hands under our shoulders, pull the belly into the spine to support the back as you press up into tabletop. I'll go ahead and face you for the next part, which is the supported side plank and supported half moon. So extend the right leg out, toes pointing to the long side of the mat. Press into the outer edge of the right foot. Walk the blocks over to the left side. Line the left hand with the left knee, shoulder over wrist. Inhale, reach up, press out of the block, and then reach the right arm over the ears. Supported side plank right here. 3 breaths. Engage the belly. Don't sink into the lower back. Good. Now half step the left hand forward. Keep the right leg strong as you lean into the block for supported half moon. Press out of the block. 3 breaths here. 2. Keep contracting the right quad. 3. Good. Lower the foot down. Take the right hand to the block. Center your hands to table. And then pull the right leg in, tabletop pose. Left side. Take the left foot out. Toes point to the long side of the mat. Walk the blocks to the right side. Line the right hand up with the right knee. Shoulder over the wrist. Inhale, arm reaches up. Press the block away from you. And left hand over the ear. 3 breaths in supported side plank. 3rd breath. Good, now let's walk our half step our hand forward. Keep the left leg fully extended and engaged for supported half moon. 3 breaths right here. 1, 2, and 3. Exhale, lower the foot down. Take the left hand to the block. Walk yourself back to the center, and then the knee pulls in. Tabletop pose. In tabletop, take those blocks to their higher level, and then come up to standing table. In standing table, line the shoulders up over the wrist and the hips are over the ankles. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, rounded out cat. Inhale, cow. Create space through the hamstrings and then exhale, cat. Inhale, cow, and then exhale, cat. So you can do this pose standing with the support of the blocks or grab a chair for this portion if you're still working on your balance. Take the right ankle to the left knee. Line the ankle up with the knee. Keep the left knee over the ankle, and then on the exhale, lower the hips to the ground right here. You can bring those blocks back for more stability and breathe into the left, or breathe into the right hip. I'll show you the front side. So notice that my shin is parallel to the ground. That's what you're working towards. And then the bent knee is the hip that you will feel the majority of the stretch in. Good. On the next inhale, lengthen out the left leg and lower the right foot to the ground. Other side. Take the left ankle to the right knee. Keep the right knee over the ankle as you exhale, lower the hips down. Keeping the shin parallel to the floor, nice flat back. Notice how my shoulders aren't rounding out, but they're staying flat against the back. Breathe in and out, creating space in the hip of the bent knee. And for this particular pose right here, you will feel it in the left hip if you're following along with my verbal cues. On the next inhale, lengthen out the right leg, and then exhale, lower the foot down. So now we're going to bend the left knee to the left elbow. On the inhale, extend the right arm up to the sky for a twist in tabletop. Again, if your shoulders are rounding out using the blocks, please use a chair so that your spine can stay elongated. Turn the palm towards the front of your mat and stretch through the fingertips. 3 breaths right here. One more. And then exhale, round it out. Take the right hand to the block. Shoulders are over the wrists. On the exhale, bend the right knee to the right elbow. On the inhale, peel the left hand up to the sky and stretch. 3 breaths, creating as much length and space as you can. 2 and 3. Turn the palm towards the front of the mat and stretch the fingertips away from the hips. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, and 3. Round it out. Very nice. Standing table. Walk those blocks forward. And then take the right foot, step it between the blocks. And then step the left foot back. On the inhale, pull the right hip away from the heel. Breathe in and out. Nice, long, flat back. Good. Keep the right hand on the block, and on the inhale, stretch the left hand out for triangle pose. Third breath. On the exhale, take the left hand down to the block, square the hips, press into the left hand, and on the inhale, extend the right hand for pyramid pose with a twist. Keep pulling the right hip away from the heel to breathe length into the right side body. And then exhale, take the hand down. Good. Step left foot forward and then right foot back. Pull the hip off the heel for a pyramid pose right here. Nice flat back. Press into the left big toe so you're not rolling to the outer edge of your foot. After the third breath, push firmly into the left hand, and then on the inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky for a stretch in triangle pose. Again, notice I'm not arching my back, but I'm pulling my tailbone towards the back of my mat, lengthening my spine. Exhale, take the right hand down to the block, press firmly into the right hand. On the inhale, stretch into a pyramid pose twist. Good. On the exhale, take the left hand down to the block and then walk the foot back. Tabletop pose. Shoulders are over the wrists and the hips are over the knees. Push firmly into the right foot. Pull the belly into the spine to support your back. And then just like Lego legs, you're going to lift the left leg straight 5 times. Hips stay square. 1. Don't point the toe, keep the foot flexed. 2. Slide that foot right in like a tin soldier. 3. And 4. Oh, one more. Last one, 5. Good, so we'll do the other side. Press firmly into the left foot. Inhale, stretch that right leg back. Good, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you're not sinking into the lower back. And 5. Very nice. Now let's step the left foot back. Take the blocks with you to the long side of the mat. Let the toes follow for a wide forward fold. Hold wide forward fold, bend right knee, and lift the left toes up. And you exhale here, 1. Inhale, hips up. Exhale to the other side. Right toes pull up to the sky. Let's go to the other side. Bend right knee, flex and stretch. Center the hips, other side, flex and stretch. Good. So now we're gonna bend the right knee, flex the toes. Watch my left toe. We're going to walk and lower the foot down. Once the left knee is over the ankle, pull the right toes in. Pull belly in. On the inhale, pull up, warrior 2. 3 breaths right here in warrior 2. Long spine, shoulders are over the hips, arms are leveled with the shoulders. Good. Take your gaze to the block, place the hands back on the block, and then pull back onto the right knee and flex. Good. Now walk over to bend the left knee, and then the right toes lift up. Good. Watch again. You're going to place the right foot down for warrior 2. Right knee is over the ankle. Once the right knee is over the ankle, pull the left toes in. Belly pulls into the spine, reach up, warrior 2. 1, 2, and 3. Take the hands down to the blocks. Good, and then walk the blocks towards the left knee and stretch it out again. Good, we'll do the other side. Bend right knee, flex left toes. Walk towards the left toes, prepare the left foot for warrior 2. Pull right toes in, inhale, warrior 2. 2, 3. Hands to the blocks, pull it back, stretch out the leg, and then begin bending the left knee, right toes to the sky. Walk towards the right toes, preparing the right foot for warrior 2. Pull left toes in. On the inhale, arms up, warrior 2. 2, and 3. Hands back to the blocks. Pull towards the left knee, bend and straighten out right leg. And now center, back into wide forward fold. Place blocks stacked on top of each other. Right hand on the block, inhale, twist in wide forward fold. All good stretches for the lower back, especially after a long day of golf or any sport where you find that you're using your lower back a lot. Exhale, take the left hand to the block and inhale, stretch the right hand. Or any activity where you feel pressure in your lower back. This is a great stretch. Bringing space and circulation to those muscles. And then return both hands to the blocks, and then walk yourself towards the right foot of the front of the mat. And then lower the blocks out of the way. Lower the knee down to the ground. And then slide right foot back, child's pose. Inhale, float back up into tabletop and lower down onto your spine. Good. Let's take our spine all the way to the floor. And then keep your left leg bent as you extend the right leg. Pull the belly in. On the exhale, leg lifts up. Inhale, leg lowers. 2, lowers. You can straighten the leg out, and that makes it more challenging on the core. Making sure the belly stays pressing in to the back. 4. If you feel a lot of tension in the lower back, keep the leg bent. And 5. Other side. Extend the left leg. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. 4. And 5. Lower the legs down. Now for our strap stretches with twists. Take your strap, place the strap around the right foot, extend the left leg straight. Breathe in and out, 3 breaths right here. 2 and 3. Place both straps into the left hand, right arm out to the side. And then stretch in the twist, 3 breaths. Center the leg. Go ahead and pull the right knee into the chest, slip the left foot in, lower the right. Inhale, straighten out the left leg. Keep the leg long as you extend the right leg to the ground. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, and 3. Place both straps into the right hand, left hand out to the side, cross it over and stretch. 1, 2, and 3. Bring the leg back up to the center. Great. Pull both knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Remove the straps. Wrap arms around the shins. And then grab the outer edges of your feet for happy baby. Rock side to side. If you notice that holding the outer edges of your feet is kind of difficult, please feel free to put your arms underneath your knees. Great. Pull those knees into the center line. Lower the legs down to the ground. And then final resting pose. So right here, if you have time, you can pause the video and set your timer for 3 to 5 minutes and allow yourself to be completely still in Shavasana. On the next inhale, begin wiggling fingers and toes, rolling wrists and ankles. Inhale, stretch arms over the head, stretch toes away, fingertips. Exhale, soften. Roll to whichever side of your mat feels stable. Pause, allow your spine to adjust. And now use your hands to gently guide yourself up to seated. Palms together, thumbs at your brow, deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth. May your mind be filled with peace. Thumbs to your lips, inhale. May your speech be filled with peace. And then thumbs to your heart, inhale. May your heart Be filled with peace. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste. Thank you very much.